There's been more delays and a postponement in the VBS Mutual Bank saga. The pre-trial conference of 13 accused implicated in the looting of VBS Bank was expected to begin at the Pretoria High Court this morning. Counsel for former ANC Limpopo Treasury-General Msiza and Kabelo Matsepe brought 2 applications. SABC News senior reporter Hasina Gori has more.
The 13 accused in the VBS Mutual Bank scandal made a brief appearance here in the Pretoria High Court this morning. It was expected to be the pre-trial conference in what was deemed the great bank heist. This is for their part in pillaging the bank. According to the report, which was released in 2018, a staggering 1.9 billion rand was believed to have been scounded from the bank, and it was orchestrated by almost 50 people. 6 years on, and at least 14 people are facing charges this morning here. 13 appeared in court earlier this month. The alleged kingpin and the person who has been believed to have orchestrated this grand heist turned state witness Chifuya Mutonzi pleaded guilty on 33 counts. He's facing a sentence of 15 years, which equals to almost 495 years for his part in this crime. I want to bring in the NPA spokesperson to just speak to us on what happened this morning. We got to court and we were expecting for the pre-trial conference to begin, for the date to be set. However, yet again, another delay. Can you just expand on what was the delay we saw this morning?
It's quite disheartening that when all parties were ready for the pre-trial conference to proceed, we were taken by surprise with the application by Advocate Abrahams in respect of Mr. Matsepe and Mr. Msiza, which application relates to a temporal stay of prosecution, citing a failure to provide them with information sufficient for them to defend themselves. When such information was provided to them, disclosed timeously, we believe that it is just a waste of time, and we will vigorously oppose that application. The second application relates to separation of trials, which we believe to be prejudicial to the state, as our witnesses would have to testify twice in 2 separate trials, and that's unfair, and it's going to be quite exhausting for them, and it's undesirable that they be subjected to that situation.
One of the reasons we heard from some of the councils on why they weren't prepared to proceed this morning beyond the 2 applications that we saw was also that some of their clients were given new information coming from that plea agreement that was done by the state with Mtonzi, and that some of that information needed to now be expanded on and to be looked into more. Do you feel they were given sufficient time before we came to pre-trial to go through that information?
We believe they were. You would have heard the judge when he said you had 2 weeks within which to consult with clients based on the information that was provided to you by the state. So we believe that they had sufficient time.
Thank you so much. That was NPA's Mtunzi Mahaga speaking to us here at the Pretoria High Court, where we were expecting the pre-trial conference to take place in the VBS matter. However, 2 applications have been brought by Advocate Abrahams in relation to his clients who are the ANC Treasury-General in Limpopo, as well as Deputy Secretary-General. Both of them are bringing 2 applications, one, as we heard, for stay of prosecution, but also another asking for separation of the trial. That matter will now be heard on the 14th of August here in this court once again. But when the trial will begin, that's still something we are going to have to wait a little longer, as these interlocking applications are dealt with. First, it has been a long journey for justice for those who have lost their monies in this specific scandal, which will rock the financial sector here in South Africa, and will continue to follow this. But for now, I'm Hasina Gori here in Pretoria.